Hi folks, so today I'm going to show it to you how to deploy a Linux server over Amazon Cloud, Amazon EC2 virtual servers. So let's get started. You go to aws.amazon.com and then you sign into your console, and it usually asks for password, but I already saved my password in my browser, so it didn't ask for the password. And then you click EC2. You click launch instance. Let's say password. So now I can select Red Hat. These are the images that have been offered from Amazon. So let me just select Red Hat because I'm comfortable with Red Hat, and they offer a free tier as well. So these are the free tier designate eligible on these distributions. If you want, you can just browse around the community AMIs. These are the AMI distributions offered by the community people of Amazon. They have the marketplace. If you want, you can purchase on from here. If you want, you can deploy or you can upload your own AMI. Let me just, for some purpose of our demo, select a Red Hat. We're going to do micro instances, which is a free tier. Next, and we're in instance number 1 only. Network is going to be the same. No preference, no subnetting. Everything has to be in default since it's a very basic installation. Just make it 15 gigs. This is my root, and this is my add storage. Yes, you can leave this as default. This is the most, what should I say, very integral part or very important thing when you're configuring or deploying your server. Make sure your security group you know and you are aware of every changes that you make. Let's just name a security group. Let's make it new demo. Red Hat AMI launch with new demo security group. So we're allowing SSH port 22. Allow HTTP because we're going to use a web server. And then we're going to review and launch. This is the review page. Everything seems to look good. So now you press launch. This is another very important part of the whole process. You have to download a key pair, and you can create a new key pair on over here. Usually what we do is we usually create a new key pair at the beginning of the installation of a new instance. And you can download this key pair only once in the lifetime of the instance. So definitely you should make sure that you don't lose the key pair. So let's just name it Red Hat demo key. So I download it. This is the key pair that shows up in the text file, and press launch. So now the server is launching. We can click view instance and see right over here. This is our server that has been launching right now. It's pending at this moment, but once it shows starting or it's in fully operational mode, we can move on to our next step of the process. Refresh the page, and it says it's running. So now what we're going to do, we're going to access the server through our terminal. So when you click it over here, it shows all the details. So now we're going to open up the terminal, and I think we have saved that keep here, the downloads page. Grep. Okay. It's not supposed to be on a text format, but Red Hat to Red Hat demo key dot PEM. That's going to be the extension. Alright, so now what we're going to do is chmod 400. We're going to change the permissions, and now what we're going to do is SSHI Red Hat to, this is our public DNS. So before that, let's just, we're going to copy this, paste it right over here, press hit enter, and this is your fingerprint, and you press type yes, and it logs on to your Amazon instance. So right now we are in the EC2 user. Press sudo su. Right now we are in the root user. So now what you're going to do is sudo. We're gonna give the EC2 user the root privileges with a no password exception. So now what you're going to do is move to EC2 user, and what you're going to do is we are going to install sudo yum update. This is going to update the whole instance with every other packages that has been available in the market. And it's updating. It's 85 megs. So it's going to take some time to load up. So finally we're done with the yum update. Right now we're going to start, I'm going to clear the page. What we're going to do is we're going to install, install HTTPD, press yes, and it's going to install HTTPD. Now we're going to install PHP as well. I'm sorry, first we're going to install the MySQL server. And then we're going to install PHP. So installing every other PHP packages available for MySQL. So everything is installed with the dependencies. You can see installed common packages as well as the MySQL dependencies as well. So now let's clear the page and let's now configure right now. So if you use sudo vi, this is the directory that we need to look for. Conf. So right now for document root, and var www.html is our document root. So now if we can come over here and open up a new page, and we can copy this or the public DNS, any of them, paste it here. Okay, so that means our server didn't start yet. Let's check the status, and it is dead. It's inactive. So let's just start the server. Check config, sudo check config, httpdd on. Okay, that is good enough. And we have to start our MySQL as well. Sudo service mysqld start. Status shows it is inactive. So now come over here, and here we go. This is our Red Hat Enterprise Linux test page. The web server has been finally deployed.